So, the new age is definitely off. I'm just gonna shout out to, there was a YouTuber named Victoria, Victorious T, and she changed her name. She was in the new age. She called herself a chosen one. She had an hysterical family. Before I saw my other counselor that left, I showed a lady the video. That was the ending of our session. She just loved the video. I mean, it was just like the real deal with a family. Like the flying monkeys would be like, the head honcho in the, like Harriet Olsen in Little House on the Prairie. That character, okay. Everyone has to bow down to her. And if you don't bow down to her, then, oh, well, I don't get any benefits. So, the one true person who's the black sheep of the family, like, they are the real people. They are the nice ones. And they're just totally, totally shit upon. And, that's just the way this world is. This world's backwards, chaotic, wrong. So we are not our own gods. So Jim Carrey is wrong. And Morgue Official YouTuber is wrong. We are not our own gods. I mean, I know, fine, probably more than half of what Morgue Official says is true. And, but the whole picture is not there. This world's evil. You don't have to tell me anything that, we're all part of each other. And that's my argument with a homeless guy. He thinks that when he dies, we're all one. He's just going to become a part of the tree. It's like, no, that's not the way. No. I'm not a part of the trees. I'm not a part of, this planet. And that's the way it seems. Like, we're made out of chemicals and blah, blah, blah. But nobody knows anything. I mean, we know a little tiny, tiny bit. But the Emerald Tablets are wrong. They're way wrong. They make no sense. They're just too chaotic, too confusing, look at Buddha. And then the woman has 6 arms and crap. Like the goddess and all that other stuff. It's wrong. There is just one true God, who is Jesus, who is in the New Testament, that did die on the cross and say, it is finished. That's it. There's too much chaos in this world. There's probably still 7 billion, even though, who knows how many people died and all the catastrophes. Like, the small town of East Palestine, Ohio alone, it's a small town, but all these people are dead. Did anybody care about that? That's February 3rd. I mean, that's a major tragedy. So is Maui, and it's really, really disturbing that they turned off the water. Oh my God. To learn that? Oh my God. Oh my God. But evil people can do whatever the hell they want. I know that. I know that for a fact. That's why I'm not a part of everything. And the homeless guy, I'm just like, well, he's homeless for 2 years now, so it's just like, I'm like, well, they should, a person suffering on the street and they don't want to live anymore, especially in a place like New York City where they have nothing for you, then a person should be given the right, well, I want lethal injection. I want to go peaceably, comfortably, but I don't want to be hurting. I just want to just nod out and die. What do the New York people, New York City homeless have? I mean, my God, 100,000 of them. They're given $40 million, and it's stolen by 2 people. And they give the same 2 people same amount of money again. That pisses me off. It's just, the whole world is hell. That's hell just from that little tiny story. And then there was I can call him an asshole janitor, and I will. Somewhere in Australia, in my, I can just make up I'm in Australia right now. I mean, why not? I don't know where I'm at. I'm somewhere. So negative against a homeless person that doesn't have anything. So I will prove, who cares what the worker was. But the worker said, oh, well, homeless people don't know what they're doing. Oh, they probably just, do drugs anyway, and they're all mentally ill. So, it's like, how heartless can you be? They shouldn't even be living, like, after a year on the street, like, in New York City. Okay, where you have no help at all. Okay, like, he's like, well, they're all mentally ill. Yeah, let's get you on the street. And let's see how long it takes you before you have a mental breakdown. With no money. We'll just do a little show. A mean show. And see when you break down mentally. Hey, anyone that gives you money? No, he's not allowed to have any money. Yeah, you can walk all the way to the church meal. Yeah, you can walk there, walk back. Where are you going to sleep? In the street? Yeah, we're filming everything that you do. No, our crew gets to drive. You have to walk. And see how long. But that is just so mean. And that's just a Satan thing to say. An evil thing to say. I hate evil. Oh, well, they're mentally ill anyway. They're probably just wasted on drugs. What did the couple waste $40 million on? No, that would have been a piece of heaven for each of them. They could have had, somebody figured it out, like, close to, like, $30,000 each person, right? If they would have been given the money, then they can just go live somewhere for cheap. Just move out of New York City and then, they weren't living there anyway. They're living on the street. It just made real. So, yeah, there's a real God. God lives in me. There was a YouTuber that had a lot of, sadness because of being persecuted so much, and he just didn't get, why are the chosen ones picked on so much? Why do they go through hell? Yes, earth is hell for the real Jesus person who is the chosen one who was formed in their mommy's belly. God knew them in their mommy's belly before they went inside their mommy's belly, and that's found in Ephesians. You have to find that chapter and read it. You don't choose God. God chose you before you went into your belly. I don't know, maybe there's just one alien that turned good. You don't know where God came from. I mean, no one knows. But there is a God. And we're all connected through Jesus. So God tried to figure out, now, what am I going to do? The whole world's evil. What is going to take place? So, there was a young gentleman, my son's age, that he had a lot of problems. Like, with the fake Christians. He's like, the warlocks and witches that he knew are better than these awful Christians that he met. That they're just fake as hell. And they you just live in a really, really sad world, but the Bible does state, in Revelation's the only revelation that I like, I'd rather you be hot or cold. Because you are lukewarm, I will spit you out of my mouth. So that's all the fake Christians. And that's what this young kid, YouTuber, was having a lot of problems with. I shouted out the YouTuber that needs to repent of New Age. That was Victorious T. I don't know what her name is anymore. Okay, then there's Trend Genius, YouTuber, and there's other people go with New Age. No. Yeah, there's a million aliens around. Yeah, there's the Emerald Tablets, or, he was like, yeah, you're not, that's not a part of God, because it's confusion and chaos and mean. People hate themselves. Now, there is a lady that was one of the million ladies, late Susan Chappelle. I met her in 2010. She was 69 years old. She let me move in. I was homeless. She, is not a believer, but high quality. Didn't harm a fly. Don't tell me she's gonna burn in hell for eternity, and nobody is. What is man's life but a vapor? You really think, my thought is, why would an all-loving God want to see people tortured in hell forever? Would that be Satan's idea? And is that what's happening on the earth right now? The real good people, they suffer, they're tortured like hell. A real Jesus person is persecuted to hell for no reason. No reason at all. I didn't do anything wrong. And I had a lot. My videos are real. And I was allowed to talk against my abusers. Now, why not? They tried to destroy me. So the main one was Pretend Not Narcissist. That was just a great example of, no, we're not all a part of each other. Like, that's, I'm not a part of Hitler, I'm not a part of Pretend Not Narcissist, the most insanest people. Like, I can say that. Because totally undecisive, Pretend Not Narcissist. Doesn't even know, talking to my dad, well, where am I going to eat at? I don't know. Just so stupid. A whole hour. Like, whatever. Whatever. People just go on, and late George Carlin made fun of those people that just won't shut up. And that would be Pretend Not Narcissist, and unfortunately, like, my late father, who was not a nice guy, but he was never around. You could tell he was sad, but he wouldn't admit to it. And neither does Pretend Not Narcissist. Now, one thing that's cool about my husband, he did admit to being miserable and just, and he actually admitted, he was more truthful, much more truthful than Pretend Not Narcissist, who never ever said the truth about anything at all. At least my husband was a little bit truthful, saying, yeah, I'm an asshole. Yeah, but I was tortured by him, like, so much. It's not fun. It helps, like, that much. Just a slither. Like, for some asshole to say how much of an asshole they really are. And, they're... Pretend Not Narcissists happen to be my worst enemy. Everything that I figured out, and thank God, being away from him so I can breathe. And I'm able to think. Think I'm able to think around a nutcase like that? What are we gonna do for gas money? Gas money! Gas money! What are we gonna do for gas money? Gas money! I don't know what to do! I don't know what to do! What am I gonna do? 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 I don't know! I'm like, oh my God. That's what you call mental illness. And that's what I was forced to put up with. All that fucking hell. Nervous energy.